What's up, everybody? It's been a while since we did an episode. There's a whole lot in stuff. So Curse of Osiris is coming out in 2 weeks. So we're going to talk about what we thought about Destiny 2 and what we think about it so far. And we're going to talk about the new public events and the Infinite Forest. Basically just everything that's come out about Curse of Osiris so far. And that's what we're talking about this week on Talking Destiny. What's up, everybody? I'm Tanner Linares, this is Michael Barry, we're your hosts, and this is Talking Destiny. There's so much to talk about this week, so, a lot. So, why don't we just jump right on in?
That was some bullshit. A lot to talk about my ass.
Hey, there's a lot to talk about, okay?
There's some stuff to talk about.
There's enough to fill up a half-hour shower. The heater just came on. We're really happy about it because it's cold as hell in here. That's not a good analogy. Hell is not generally very cold. Anyway, so what should we speak of first?
How we think Destiny 2 is so far.
Dude, Destiny 2, man.
It's alright.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's eh.
Yeah.
I mean, we really don't even play it that much anymore. We used to play Destiny 1 all the time. It's just constantly. Constantly. I mean, now I've had half a month go by where we didn't even mention playing the game. It's better than Destiny 1 in that, gameplay wise, it's way more fun. It's better than Destiny 1 in a lot of ways.
Story's better.
Story's great, honestly. It's, well, not great. It's not but I mean, it's fun. The levels are super fun. The storyline itself is, it's engaging. I liked it. It invoked emotions in me. So, I mean,
but Endgame,
man. That's where the real problems. That's where the real problems are. You hit the end game.
Not much to do.
And you hit a wall. I mean,
and the stuff you start getting is just useless, and there's not much to do.
Yeah.
Except for the weekly stuff.
The milestones, which are, they're just not as fun to.
You could finish them in a day. So
yeah.
There's not much incentive to play for the entire week.
Unless you're a trials player, in which case you come back on a Friday. But I mean, and unless you have a raid team, in which case you can play a raid. But even then, you could knock out a raid and the milestones in a day. If you're good. I don't know, actually. We haven't done the raid. I mean, we have done the raid, we just haven't completed it because there's not as much of an incentive to do it. I mean, we played through most of the raid and all we kept getting was a bunch of shaders.
Yep.
We got nothing good until we complete the raid. Are you kidding me? We're going to do that big an activity and we're not going to get, stuff throughout? Kind of the reason why people played raids is for a ton of loot, not equally as much loot as I'd get for playing a single game of Crucible with a clanmate. Okay, yeah, we're kind of ripping on Destiny 2 right now, on our Destiny show, but here's the thing: is it's for good reason. We want it to be better. We voice our criticisms. I mean, I don't know how many of you are active on the forums or not, but I was very vocal on the forums about my big issue with the shader system, okay? And not just the shader system. I had a couple very big issues with Destiny 2 early on that almost made us start considering not playing Destiny anymore. We had such a big problem with, the infusion system. Now we're used to it. We're fine with it now. The infusion system, we're just used to it. It still bugs us, because it slows down our progress and honestly is kind of a big part of why we don't play much anymore. But
Stupid game will give me a rocket launcher.
I only just got a scout rifle after like freaking month and a half. And people are like, oh, yeah, see? Yeah, no. The exact problems I thought are there. But anyway, yeah, sure, you don't have to wear your max gear, which we're happy about, you know? But the thing is, it does suck to lower your light by, like, or power by, what, 4 or 5 at a time sometimes, just so you can use weapons you actually like. I mean, sometimes that's way too inconvenient, and you end up needing to be better, because, or to make up for a teammate in a raid or something. So, it's just, I don't know. The shader system is, it's different. It sucks. Honestly, here's my biggest issue is the glimmer costs on shaders. They're too much. Remember ships?
It's like 25,000.
That's insane. I mean, yeah, we have a higher glimmer cap and we're getting glimmer more often, but dude, I'm burning through it so constantly I can never use it on anything. I mean, it's no. So you're telling me we're gonna have to? I don't know. Either let us buy our shaders back easily, and not have to wait for shader drops all the time, or I don't know, something better. Honestly, I'd rather just Destiny 1 system of shaders. But, you know, I do like the customization aspect of it, but why does that have to impact the current system? At least let me put it on and then take it off. Like, I'm fine with needing 4 shaders to apply to 4 armor pieces. 4 of the same shader to apply to 4 armor pieces, but at least let me take it off. I mean, logically it makes sense. If you paint a wall, you can just take the paint off and put it on something else, but it's a video game. Don't need uber realism here. But there are still a ton of great things about Destiny 2. It's fun as hell. Like the actual gameplay when you're in the middle of a strike, when you're in the middle of things, the strikes themselves are fun. I just wish I could, you know, play whatever strike I want.
Yeah.
Play whatever game mode I want. I want to play what I want. Damn it. There's quick play and competitive. Really? That's my only 2 options? Destiny 1 had it right. You could click on whatever strike you wanted. You had heroic strikes, which we'll talk about that later. Which heroic strike satisfied that playlist function, which was fine. But, you know, when a new strike comes out, I want to be able to play that strike. I want to be able to just go, oh yeah, bam, click on the strike. Sometimes I do just want to screw around and play a random strike. Even if it's not beneficial to me, I just want to play a random strike. Because, why not? It's fun. Strikes are awesome. Let me click on the strikes in Destination. There should be nodes for them, but there's not. The only way to play a strike is to hope it pops up in the strike playlist. Which means when we were first trying to run through all the strikes, we kept having to jump out of games because it got to a certain point where the same strikes were coming up 4 times in a row, and we were like, no, I'm not playing this strike 4 times in a row until I finally get the right strike. So yeah, we have problems. But, you know, once you've played all the strikes, I guess that playlist, that problem isn't as big, but it's still a problem. Because it severely impacts my initial experiences with the game. But, again, good things. There are good things. Such as...
well, the story.
Yeah, the story.
Obviously.
The story is fun. I mean, Crucible.
Yeah.
Crucible's better.
Yeah, definitely.
We were never PvP players, but we actually enjoy playing the Crucible now.
We're good at it.
We're good at it.
Yeah.
Goodish. We're good at quick play.
Yeah.
We're like halfway between being able to be competitive players. We're too good to be quick play players, but we're not good enough to be competitive, so we play quick play.
Yep.
But still, I don't like the quick play competitive system. Actually, I'd be fine with quick play and competitive playlists. Those two can be there. That's fine. You know, a grab bag playlist is fine.
But also the option to select
Exactly.
a specific game mode.
It's about options. You know, you understand we want customization, which means you understand we want options. So give us options, give us choices, let us play the game how we want, because we paid you the money to play the game. Let me play the game. Let me play what I want. Let me play the thing that I bought the game to play. Makes sense, right? Pretty simple concept. I give you money, you give me the service that I desire.
Well, we should move on to the next topic, because we've been kind of ripping on Destiny here for like 9 minutes.
Yeah, alright, let's talk about the good things about Destiny 2. Because there are a lot of good things. First of all, the game looks great. Like, visually, the game is fantastic. And story-wise and activity-wise, the activities themselves are so much better. The heroic public events and stuff, flashpoints, those are fun. And the milestones really are fun to do. I don't want them to get rid of milestones. I do really, really love the milestones. Like, keep that in there. I would like more things to do, to make the end game richer. But milestones are great. They're fun. Adventures are cool. We haven't actually done them all yet, but they're fun.
Yeah, we probably should have done those sooner.
Yeah.
Because now they're not going to give us anything useful.
No. Hey. They will. I demand it. But anyway, the treasure maps from Cade, I have no comment on that because we haven't done one yet. We, honestly had no idea that they were legitimately helpful until recently. Because we never bothered with them. We thought they were, useless, so we ignored them. And then we heard, oh, hey, they're actually good ways to get good gear. So we were like, oh. Okay. Lost Sectors.
Those are really fun.
I love Lost Sectors. Because they're just a quick, boom, pop in, kill an enemy, get potentially good loot. It's awesome. They get exotics very often from it, but, I mean, they're so short, they're so quick, and they're so fun that I don't care about, popping through them all the time. The public events are awesome, because in Destiny 1, 98% of the time when you saw a public event, unless you had, like, a bounty or a quest specifically telling you to do a public event, you just ignore them.
Yeah,
You'd be like, I don't give a shit, and I'm not going to get anything remotely helpful from that. Even though they did change it so that you could get, I don't remember how they changed it. I think you could get a legendary engram daily, though, from your first gold. Or something like that. Maybe it was weekly. I really don't remember because we didn't play public events, like, ever in Destiny 1. Early on, we used to be like, oh my god, public event. But eventually, it wore off. Now, because you have now public events are way more fun, they're a lot richer of activities, and you can activate the heroic, which adds even another layer of fun shit to do. And then when you do activate it, you're like, hell yeah, and then you got this new activity to do. So they have made some of the activities that felt so tedious in the past feel less so. Except for patrol missions. Patrol nodes, I still don't care about. Even though in Destiny 1 I used to actually pick up patrol nodes all the time. Because it was 2 seconds to pick it up, and they usually were something I could just do along the way. We
barely picked up any.
I think we've done 4, maybe 5.
Yeah.
And I do sometimes accidentally stumble upon one and go, I guess I'll pick this up. The thing is, it's more inconvenient now, because it takes a whole... It's not just hold X for a second and then it's done. You have to hold X for like 2 or 3 seconds to get it done. So I don't feel like holding X that long. That's seriously my deterrent for doing those most of the time. Also, you can't fast travel when you have one, so it's slightly annoying, even though we didn't have fast travel in Destiny 1. I don't know. It's just... They're just a thing, Sometimes I'll pick them up, and sometimes I'll forget I even picked it up, and then we'll suddenly finish one, and I'll be like, oh, cool, I guess. But yeah. I don't care. I mean, they're all about public events take the place of those, because I used to do those all the time and never do public events. Now I do public events and never do those. But public events in Destiny 2 are way more fun than those ever were in Destiny 1. So, yeah. I think Destiny 2 has a lot of potential. I think Destiny 2 vanilla versus Destiny 1 vanilla. It's better. I would say it's better. As a game, it's better. How much better? Destiny 1, about a 7 out of 10-ish. Vanilla. About a 9 after everything. Destiny 2, I'd say, is about an 8. Right? Would you agree with that? It's about an
8.5.
8.5, yeah. I mean, 8.5, somewhere around. It's about that range. So it's better. It's quite a bit better. And, you know, with the expansions, and especially if they do a Taken King-sized overhaul where they address pretty much everybody's concerns, you know, if they have a Taken King level overhaul next year, they can kick this game into fighting shape in one expansion, and then bam, make it just phenomenal. And
10 out of 10.
9.5. Depends how good the story is of that expansion.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so they could knock this game in a 12th gear, and yeah, 12th gear. I don't know what that means. Spaceships have 12 gears, don't you know? But yeah. So those are our thoughts on Destiny 2. This has acted as sort of a review of Destiny 2 vanilla. Now, let's use the rest of this episode to talk about Curse of Osiris. Curse of Osiris looks awesome.
Indeed.
Most of those, well, not most, but a lot of those concerns that we just mentioned, it's kind of addressing. It's bringing back heroic strike playlists, which I know I said I wanted strikes individually playable, but the thing is, if heroic strikes are what I think they're going to be, if they're similar to how they were in the past, where, you know, you get potentially useful loot at the end of each one that you do, then that goes a long way in addressing my problems with the end game. My problems with the end game is that I have no activities that I can actually grind for useful gear.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of garbage.
Yeah, because you don't get useful gear, period, unless you do the milestones. So, which, honestly, when we first heard about that system, we were actually excited about that. We thought that sounded fun. But as it turns out in practice, it's not that great. So we want an activity that we can, in fact, grind for gear. You know? Think about it. How much time did we spend playing heroic strikes, hoping for exotics, hoping for different things, and not getting it? How rarely did we actually get anything useful from heroic strikes? Pretty rarely. But there was a chance, meaning it was worth playing, and it was fun. You know, all there has to be is a chance. That's it. It's just got to be a chance. You know, I would be grinding strikes all day long, even if only one of those strikes gave me something useful. Just because they're fun as hell. And these strikes are my favorite strikes in Destiny. These strikes are so fun. That one thing with the stupid Shrieker boss, that strike's awesome until the boss. Until the boss, this strike's awesome. It has a really cool self-contained story in it. Oh, the mechanics are fun.
We're supposed to be talking about the DLC.
Yeah, we are. My point is, the heroic strikes might fix that. So I think it's good that they're bringing back heroic strikes. They haven't really said anything about heroic strikes yet, though. So I don't know. We'll see. The story looks cool. I think the story looks really cool. The ghost.
The ghost.
I love Sagira. She is...
It's my ghost now.
No. I need Sagira in my life.
Nah, it's mine.
Sagira's fantastic. And Sagira's played by Marina Baccarin. And Marina Baccarin is hot. But and anybody who's watched Firefly or Deadpool, I think she's in Gotham. would know. Yes, Miranda Baccarin is a very attractive human being. But aside from that, she's also a fantastic human being in general, and she's a great actress and voice actress, and I freaking love Segura. Segura is adorable and sarcastic and hilarious. Also, Segura looks awesome. I cannot wait for ghost shells that are not just reskins. I didn't even... Honestly, I never even thought about that until now. Until they addressed it, I never once thought about the fact that, oh yeah, every single ghost shell is basically just a reskin. It never bothered me or popped into my mind even a little bit. Until they started showing off all these new ghost shells that are like genuinely new. I was like, what? I didn't even consider this. Of course. So, I can't even complain about the fact that all we've been getting is reskins. Because I genuinely did not notice. Because there were a few that were like slightly taller. Yeah, it looks cool. Have you seen any of the new Ghost Shell?
No.
Oh, they look cool. Check this out.
It's pretty cool.
For those of you not here with us, so all of you. These look cool. Oh, look at that ghost shell.
Not even a ghost shell.
No, it's a ghost shell. Just pull up a little ship. Dude, that'd be cool. Just pull up a little ship. Flies around in your hand. I gotta call you a cab. But, yeah, so... Yeah, I think Curse of Osiris looks really cool. Public event.
Yeah.
Dude, that new public event looks so freaking fun.
Before we get to that, the new patrol space.
Oh, of course! We finally, after 4 years of being teased, we're finally getting to patrol Mercury!
And it looks like a very fun place.
It looks so fun and small, but fun and dense and packed with stuff in a very small space. Very small, but fun. No, yeah, it looks really small. Doesn't it? Yeah. But the thing is, every time I've watched anybody doing anything, they're constantly doing stuff. Like, think about how, honestly, in a way, it's a good thing, because a lot of the patrol spaces we get, you only get a few isolated areas where there's anything to do, and then, like, 40% of your time is traveling between those areas, even with fast travel points. So, as much as I love these bigger spaces, and I would like a bigger space. You know, I'm not saying I have a problem with any of this. I don't have a problem with, traveling between spaces. That's fun. But it does look like there's so much to do that you're just going to be constantly running around doing stuff in just a small space. So I don't think the size is going to be a problem. I think it looks awesome. What do you think of the aesthetic of it, though? We get all these distinctive environments on these patrol spaces. What do you think of this one?
It looks nice. Kind of reminds me of Mars a little bit.
That's what I was thinking. It reminds me a lot of Mars, which in a way disappoints me because after all this, we're just kind of getting Mars back.
That's smaller.
After 4 years of waiting, we're just getting Mars, but with a bigger sun in the skybox, and smaller and more Vex. But like, I kind of wish they would have made it a little more distinctive, made it really feel a lot more like, I mean, it's weird to complain about because we have already seen Mercury. We've already seen the environment. So if they would have gone full-on robotic planet on us, which is kind of what I was hoping for, I guess. But the thing is, if they would have gone full-on robotic planet on us, it would have been weird because we've already been to Mercury. And
what the hell happened?
We've been to Mercury in control and we've been there on the lighthouse. But I don't know. I guess I didn't want full-on robotic planet. I just didn't. I don't know. It looks good. It does. It is distinct from Mars in some ways. I mean, there's a lot of Vex architecture around, and the skybox is beautiful. So I'm not disappointed. I'm just, I don't know. I feel like it could have been more distinctive. However, it does have distinctions because there's the Infinite Forest. The Infinite Forest is cool because we get to see Mercury in that present form, which reminds us a lot of, a more robotic Mars. But there's also the lush past, which just... It's lush, which would automatically make me think, oh yeah, Venus. But it's really not Venus. It's still very much its own thing. And it's not European Dead Zone lush, it's not Venus lush, it's its own thing lush. It's garden lush, and I think it's great. So that's even more of its own thing. But of course, lore-wise, it would not make any sense for that to be present day. But the coolest part, dude, the dark future. Yeah. Oh my god. That's seriously one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen in Destiny. The dark future with the fucking sun in the skybox all burnt out. Oh my god. It's so cool. You can see all the Vex eyes. Yeah. Dude, just that concept art and that brief glimpse of gameplay, footage of it. I am beyond excited to experience this. And, yeah. Story is 8 missions, I think they said. It's not very long, but it's actually longer than any expansion we got outside of Taken King and Rise of Iron. Actually, it's longer than Rise of Iron. Rise of Iron was about 6, right?
No idea.
I don't know. By the way, it's longer than Rise of Iron. I know that. I'm gonna stop trying to count the Rise of Iron missions in my head. But yeah, so it looks fun. The story looks cool. I'm really excited about the Vex being back. Yep. We've already talked about that in the last episode. So, if you want to see why I'm so excited for the Vex, watch the last episode. It's not that long. but yeah, I'm really excited for this expansion. I think it's addressing a lot of the issues I have with Destiny 2, and I think that's cool. Because they're addressing them so right off the bat, not making us wait a year for Taken King level overhaul. It's not Taken King level overhaul, of course, but... level cap.
Yeah.
They're increasing the level cap. Like, the actual level cap being 20 right now is going up to 25. That's cool.
5 more levels.
Yep. And the power cap is going to be the same as what was once the light level cap in Destiny 1. Because the new power level cap is 335 with mods. I think that's funny. Because 335 was the cap before Rise of Iron. There's a lot of similarities with it feels a lot like a tiny Taken King. Because we're getting a new social space. Are we getting a new social space? No, we're getting a new patrol zone. Yeah. I don't think we're getting a new social space because Lighthouse is not a social space like I thought it was going to be. Lighthouse is back, but that's cool. We're getting what seems to be like a really cool, arena style mode, kind of like Court of Oryx with the Infinite Forest being available in the patrol space. We're getting a cool, slightly longer story. It's overhauling a lot of the systems. It's upping the genuine level cap, and it's making the power cap 335. Even though the light level cap in Taken King at launch was 320. But semantics. Looks cool. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna give us a lot more reason to keep playing Destiny more, and I think that's good because we have not had much reason to play Destiny. So yeah, I think Curse of Osiris lives up to its potential. What do you think Destiny 2 could be?
Better.
Mm-hmm. I'm on the out of 10 scale.
For sure an 8.5.
Oh yeah, Because right now we're still going back and forth between 8.5, absolute 8.5 if it lives up to its potential.
8.7.
Maybe 8.7. Yeah. We shall see. We shall see. We will tell you what we think of it in like May. Which there'll be so many updates by then that. But yeah, so we got one more episode coming next week. Right before Curse of Osiris actually launches, so we'll talk absolutely all about Curse of Osiris next week. It'll be 100% Curse of Osiris dedicated. So yeah, looking forward to the Curse of Osiris launch. Ooh, wait, we got more to talk about. Public event and the new reset time.
Yeah.
And the XP thing. So the public event is huge and long and looks so freaking fun. It's just too bad it doesn't reward you any better than an actual normal public event.
Yeah, you still get the
public
token and some useless piece of gear.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives you 2 chests.
Yeah.
But
which I guess does mean double chance at an exotic.
Yeah.
But the thing is, public events, that's why we grind public events more than anything else, because they're the only random thing you can do that potentially gives you an exotic. The thing is, the public event rewards are equal to the effort you put in right now. You know, they're not super long, they're not super entailed.
But this one is.
And you do it, and you get the small thing. This one, yeah, like you said, this one is. So, like, I want a little bit better reward here, even if it's just a legendary engram, which is pretty much useless. I want something. Something. Right? I mean, but, whatever. I mean, it does at least give you twice the shot at being useful. I mean, technically it does have twice as good rewards because you get 2 chests, so I don't know. We'll have to see in practice. This is one of those things that, you know, it looks like it might be annoying, but because it gives you the same rewards, but it also might perfectly be reasonable. I mean, I might perfectly want to grind this just as much as I grind current public events. So we'll see in practice how much we avoid it or don't avoid it, because it just depends on how difficult it is to actually play. It looks entailed, and I'm sure it is, but maybe it's not too much, so. Reset times are changing.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about this. It's changing to noon, which, noon our time, Eastern time. So, that's cool, I think. I don't know, but it's still on a Tuesday, and I'm usually busy at noon on a Tuesday. Sometimes
I'm at work.
Yeah, I like to stay up sometimes to 4 in the morning and then just go, bam, let's do reset stuff. Not that we've done that very much in Destiny 2. The point is that I like sometimes doing that, in the summer especially.
Can't do that anymore.
Nope. It's gonna be busy at noon Tuesdays, but whatever. The good thing about that is that means when he gets off work and when I got off doing whatever I'm doing, you know, everybody won't already have done everything at midnight or at 4 in the morning, you know, already. You know, when we're able to play at like 3 or 4, everybody won't already have done everything. So, because the reset will have only happened like 4 hours prior. People will have already done a lot of things, but not everybody will have already done stuff, you know? So I think it's a good thing. I think long term, good thing. XP gains apparently have sucked, which I have noticed. XP gains really suck for getting bright engrams fast.
It's so slow.
And they said they're fixing it. And that's all I have to say about that. That is good. Alright, well, that's it for this week. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And, yeah, tune in next week when we're going to talk fully about Curse of Osiris, and we're just going to get really hyped. And, yeah, thanks for watching. So like, subscribe, all that fun-loving shit. And
tell your friends.
Tell your friends, and have a beautiful day.
Knock that over.
Jesus.
You're taking too